Final game of pool play for Virginia taking on top seed Notre Dame. Winner advances to the semifinals. All-ACC pitcher John Michael Bertrand starting for the Fighting Irish. In the second, though, one on for Nick Kent, who drives this one to deep left field. Two-run shot, seventh homer of the year for Kent. And the Wahoos out to a quick 2-0 lead. How about two batters later, Alex Tappan. Rinse and repeat. Another two-run shot for Virginia. It is now 4-0. For Virginia, Tappan with a big day himself. And very next batter, Jake Geloff. Same spot, same result. Jake Geloff, his first career home run, 5-0 UVA after two. And how about another great day for Andrew Abbott, but getting some help here in the third. Chris Newell with a diving catch in center. Dun-a-nut. Keeps the Irish off the board into the fourth. It's Devin Ortiz up to bat. And his single here to center field, that's going to drive in Kyle Teal, who is barreling home to score right into the dugout. Cavaliers up 6-0. The next inning, Zach Geloff joins his brother on the day in the home run derby. 3-run shot to make it 9-0 Cavaliers. And they had a couple more later on in the game, and then it's Matt Wyatt to close out this game. There's the strikeout. Virginia finishes the upset of 7th-ranked Notre Dame, 14-1 the final. When UVA advances past ACC pool play for the first time in a decade, and that will set up a semifinals matchup tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. back here at Truist Field against Duke. Now, you saw the hitting in the highlights, but also another standout performance for Virginia's ace, Andrew Abbott. He went 6 1/3 innings, striking out 8 batters on the day, and also allowing no runs throughout. Now, last time these two teams met, Brian O'Connor said they got taken out behind the woodshed by the Fighting Irish, but that loss taught them something. It taught them what they needed to do to win at this level.
Oak has prepared us to understand that, hey, every team that you play from now on is going to be really good. You know, they're going to have the good arms, they're going to have a good pen, they're going to be able to hit. So we need to do our job and play our game every day.
We're going out to, win the ACC tournament. I think that's playing not to lose versus playing to win. And, that shows with our aggressive approach at the plate. Instead of, trying not to lose games, we got to go out there and, put teams away.
They're just trying to play great baseball and trying to win a championship, right? And but I do think that, Notre Dame's a top 8 national seed, no question next weekend. Come out and do what we did is satisfying and is exciting for what we can do into tomorrow.
Now that matchup, as we said before, sets up two of the hottest teams in baseball right now, Duke and Virginia. Now, Brian O'Connor described that matchup as a bloodbath tomorrow for his two teams. Now, we have another ACC showdown 14 hours up the road in Hartford, Connecticut. That is where CBS19's Danielle Stein is, who is traveling with the UVA men's lacrosse team this week. She has more from up in Hartford. Danielle?
Preston, Virginia's next opponent is no stranger, meeting with the top-seeded Tar Heels for a third time this season. They split their first 2 meetings and are separated by just 1 goal on this series total, so they know each other's ins and outs. So in preparation for the rubber match, one might call it, in the Final Four, Lawrence Tiffany said the scouting report was largely in the players' hands. He didn't want to feel like a professor in front of a lecturer, he said. He said his men have faced them twice before and know the Tar Heels better than anyone.
In terms of a long-standing tradition, certainly this game, Virginia versus North Carolina, is a big deal. It's a rivalry type game. It'll be a heck of a challenge. It'll be sort of a coach's game, chess match, since we know each other well, and to see who makes adjustments and who doesn't, or how big the adjustments are.
Being in the ACC and having played them twice, I think we know each other so well, certainly the tendencies individually, but, they'll come up with some new things. We've already put in some new things for them.
Getting experience lining up against these guys, they're one of the best teams in the country. We can't ask for a better opportunity than that. And I think it's just so motivating to see them, a third time, a final time here. And I think we'll be ready for this weekend.
Coach Bresci even saying in their preparation that they've taken some of their guys who are above 6'3" on the reserve squad to mimic the Virginia defense, who is so long, like Cole Kastner right there, standing at 6'7". The rubber match for the Hoos and the Tar Heels in the Final Four is here in Hartford tomorrow at noon, and we'll bring you all that coverage. With the Wahoos, Danielle Stein, CBS19 Sports.
Well, thank you, Danielle. And it was a big day for the Wahoos, and it just kept rolling on. Down in Orlando, Florida at the USTA National Campus, UVA freshman Emma Navarro won in straight sets to win the NCAA Singles Championship over the defending champion. And now Navarro is just the second player in UVA program history to win that championship, joining Danielle Collins, who won it twice.
That feels awesome. I think what's so special about it is the team of girls and coaches that have been behind me this whole season. It makes it really special having them out there supporting me, and they've been with me every step of the way. So to do it for them is really cool.
Now you can see here at Truist Field, it has been a capacity crowd all weekend. You got a long line waiting to get in there for the evening game later on. They had the middle game get delayed a little bit by rain tonight. But speaking of capacity crowds, Virginia announced today that they will be back to 100% capacity for next fall. Now that means full capacity at football games and everything along the way. So good times ahead up there. In Charlotte with the Wahoos, Preston Willett, CBS 19 Sports.